Welcome to Adam's Den.
You know, I was wondering if I should even record this, but you know what? Then I said, F it. Why not? Why must I just, keep ranting at home? You know what? Just fuck it. Record it and send it out and see what happens. You know what I'm talking about? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I'm fucking talking about. Here it is. Look at this gem.
One of the things I liked about the Star Wars franchise that you guys did was that the creative handoff between you and Rian Johnson, which I felt, do you feel like that trilogy would have benefited from planning out a very strict 3-movie story from the very beginning? Or do you enjoy that kind of creative freedom to kind of take the characters different ways and kind of see how it goes?
The lesson is that, you have to plan things the best you can. There's nothing more important than knowing where you're going. You plan things in a certain way, and you suddenly find yourself doing something that's 180 degrees different. And then sometimes it works really well, and you feel like, wow, that really came together. And other times you think, oh my God, I can't believe this is where we are. And sometimes when it's not working out, it's because it's what you planned. And other times when it's not working out, it's because it didn't. It's like you never really know. But having a plan, I have learned in some cases the hard way, is the most critical thing, because otherwise you don't know what you're setting up. You don't know what to emphasize, because if you don't know the inevitable of the story, you're just as good as your last sequence or effect or joke or whatever, but you want to be leading to something inevitable.
Well, thank you very much, Captain Fucking Obvious. Wow, I am in such awe of being in the presence of this Aristotelian fucking level of intelligence. A plan is useful. A plan is fucking useful. This is what we get. This is the level of insight that you get from these fucking morons in charge of our goddamn mythologies. This is what you get. And we've known this all along. We've known this all this fucking while, that these people do not know what the fuck they're doing, and it's so fucking obvious that it pains us. Us, and I'm talking about the people that grew up with these properties, the people that developed their own fucking personalities based on role models that they got from these properties. This is the level of importance of these sagas, of these mythologies. It's not just fun and games. It's not just fucking popcorn. Oh. And then they sit there on their high fucking horse looking down at us like they know what the fuck they're doing. No, you don't. It's plain as day and night. It's obvious you do not know what the fuck you're doing, but the problem is you think you do. That is the core of the problem. And the level of smug. The level of smug of trying to divert attention. We know what we're doing. No, look at where that took us. And by the way, even with your goddamn plan or lack of one, here's the 2 fucking good things that that your take on Star Wars brought. Just 2 fucking things. Here they are.
You may try, but you cannot deny the truth.
Did you see it? Because that's it. Those are the only 2 fucking good things that The Force Awakens brought us. 1, the Force, when it's really strong, it can stop a goddamn laser in midair. That's it. And the other one was casting Max von Sydow, which, to be honest, he's such a great fucking actor, I don't even know why he wasn't cast in the Star Wars mythologies yet. So, kudos for that. 2 goddamn things. Which means that the rest of your fucking plan, or lack thereof, would have failed anyway. So this is the level of integrity. This is the level of intellectual fucking laziness that we are dealing with here. No wonder people get upset about this. This is not just a fucking movie. This changed a whole generation's perspective on movies. This is what this property did. It's like the fucking Matrix. When people went to see The Matrix in movie theaters, they came out different. They came out with a new perspective about the world. They had all these new philosophical ideas to contemplate that they never even thought about before. Some of us did, but most of the people, I imagine, didn't. So it was enriching. This is what Star Wars did back in the day. As Matrix, the way Matrix changed filmmaking forever, it's what Star Wars did back in the 70s. This is the new take on science fiction, this space operatic adventure. Nobody ever thought about that before, as far as I know. So in my opinion, you brought two fucking good things with your taking these mythologies. Two goddamn things, which means the rest was a fucking wasteland. You little piece of shit, you mental fucking midget, this is what you do? And then you come out from your high horse and say, oh, sometimes a plan is fucking useful. God damn! These people need to get the out of those positions, and these mythologies, our dearest mythologies, need to be given or handed or taken upon by someone who actually respects them, someone who will take the time to understand what they mean and the scope of their potential. Not these fucking idiots who cast just anybody and explore zero depth when it comes to plot and character.
The lesson is that you have to plan things the best you can. There's nothing more important than knowing where you're going, but having a plan, I have learned in some cases the hard way, is the most critical thing, because otherwise you don't know what you're setting up.
Oh, God damn it. Why do I put myself through this? I just fucking rewatched it and it's even worse. It's even worse than I remembered from 10 minutes ago. So this fucking guy, he actually thinks that George Lucas, when he created Star Wars, and I'm not the biggest George Lucas fan, by the way, but I do love what he did with Star Wars. And this guy seems to fucking think that when George Lucas sat down to create Star Wars, it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. It's just a spur-of-the-moment thing. No wonder you need a fucking plan. Hey, Jar Jar, here's a good advice for your future. Sit down, work out a fucking plan from beginning to end, and then if you have to change it, then you change it. But you don't go into shit like this without a fucking plan. Especially when it's film production, and even more especially when it's a mythology that has its own goddamn following for 40 fucking years. 40 fucking years, Jar Jar. You fucking moron. Where are the people that like doing this kind of job? Where are the people that are going to take these mythologies and that can be entrusted with these mythologies? Because it's not you. It's not fucking you. Because you come out and do stuff like this shit. And then you wonder why people call you Jar Jar Abrams. Oh, and by the way, I thought it was over, but no, I just realized that what do you do with this guy? What do you do with people like this? Here's what you do. You give him more properties to ruin. Are you fucking mental? Isn't it fucking enough? Enough is enough. You have proved your worth, which is fucking zero. Zero. Oh, sometimes it's good to have a plan. Really? Wow. Thank you for that insight, Captain fucking Obvious. And if you think I'm overreacting, look what he did to Lost. I wasn't even a fan of fucking Lost, but I know how fans reacted with that ending. It's obvious this guy just goes with the flow. He doesn't have a fucking plan for the characters or the plot or anything. This is just a guy who ruins shit, and you keep giving him shit to ruin. What the fuck are you thinking? All right, I'm good now.